Hey, April. Nathan's not here right now. Welcome to the show. My show. Welcome to the Baba Show. Welcome to the Baba Show. Look, I'm slow dancing with her, but I'm making eyes with you.
Share, share, share. Let the world know we're here. Let the world know we're there. The rhymer in me. It's just got a rhyme. Share, share, share. Let the world know we're there. Where's there? Here. Right here. Right here. Disco's already hopping.
I'm back in my body, back behind my eyes. I'm back in control. I'm ready to drive back behind the wheel. Are you ready to ride on into a field of road, into the night, into the night, into the night, into the night.
All right, having a board meeting tonight. We got to onward. I think the ship is almost built to a certain extent. Had a good test flights this week. Think about hiring somebody to help out. Paid intern. Blow this thing up. Now that we got the cat cam working, are you kidding me?
American Night
Game
Owl is
over.
filmed before a live webcast audience.
America, world. That's you. You're the live webcast audience. Welcome to the show. It is trash night, folks. It is trash night. I wish I could have kept that up. Holy moly, are you prepared for one hell of an evening? Oh, we have all kinds of stuff in store for you. Just kidding. No, we don't. Don't get too excited. I hope you brought your low expectations. I didn't even fix my hair. There you go. Nailed it. Welcome to the show. I'm Nathan Moore, your host. You're watching American Night Owl. It's an interactive late night show hosted by yours truly. We have a Discord server that we love a lot where you can upload animated GIFs or GIFs, whatever you call them, and I'll use them throughout the show. And you can also hop in the Disco, which is a video chat channel, and do whatever you want. We have live painting happening in there as I speak. Cristo is working on a masterpiece right before our very eyes. Look at that. Miles Davis, I believe. I haven't seen the whole thing, but how cool is that? Yeah. Did you hear me say Miles that quick, or did you hear me say your name? That's low latency. He's out there in California, I believe. So we'll be watching him. It's sort of, just an evolution of Bob Ross happening here on American Night Owl. I'll sing songs and serenade other artists while they're working live in the Disco. Do whatever you want. We also have a hotline. Where's my hotline number? I used to have a button for that. 540-999-1712. 540-999-1712. I think. Am I right about that? Elliot, am I right about that? Breaking news here at Hippie Fiasco Rides Again headquarters. We now have a hotline. That's right, folks. 540-999-1712. Yep. I'm right. I was right. Oh my goodness, what's going on now? Oh man. Trash night. Lex was feeling a little under the weather today, so I'm not gonna hype the whole other tonight too much. I hope it happens. I'm ready. But I know their household has had a little thing going through it. It doesn't seem to be COVID. They all tested negative, but they're passing around some kind of thing. So hopefully Lex is feeling up to getting right tomorrow night. But here we are in the moment, in the present. Welcome, bienvenue, welcome. Un cabaret, un cabaret, un cabaret. This is a pretty nice little start to things. We going live. I wanted to wind it again, but then they just never stop. They never ever stop. God, I'm just so relaxed tonight. I don't know what to do with myself. I need to see the chat. Who we got? Who's out there? I saw Banducci say hi. Are you going to be doing some painting? Well, the main task for trash night is to clear up the list in the Discord. But let's go over to Discord for a second here. Now that looks like a current list of the song requests. Wherever you're watching, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, if you type in %R and then the name of one of my songs, it'll be added to this list, and Percy will bring it to me whenever we want. Big news, folks. We got some new Percy picks in the Here Boy on Discord. I doubt we'll get lucky enough to get one on random, but we never know. Ooh, did I spell it right? Oh, that might be a new one. I don't know. Banducci says he's starting a new piece tomorrow. Can't paint tonight. Yeah, take a night off. You've been working so hard, painting so hard. Banducci had a really funny thing happen where he bought a bunch of old paintings, mostly for their frames, at a yard sale for $20 each or something. And for a hot minute there this afternoon on Facebook, there was a good chance he had an original Gauguin. Is that how you say it? Gauguin. Gauguin. How do you say it? But, yeah, I mean, there was a good, unfortunately, if it was before the internet, we would have been living with this mystery and elation for weeks, I say months, could have been years. We would have lived on this high. But thanks to the internet, we got to find out within minutes that it probably wasn't worth the fortune we imagined for a second. But it's a reproduction, but it's an old one, so it still might be worth something. But there was a minute there where we might have had a Gauguin. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. There's like gallery owners out there like rolling their eyes up into their head. Who's this Virginia boy talking about Gauguin? Sorry. It wasn't that funny. It wasn't that funny. Yep, that was pretty dang exciting. I just don't know what to do. Oh, I was looking at the request list and never read it out loud. Started thinking about Gauguin. Dear Puppeteer, Honeybee. I practiced that for you today, Ben. I remembered. I was sitting there with my guitar and I was like, all right, Ben wanted to hear Honeybee. Win a Woman, Back in 15 Minutes, Chicken and Rice, Turn the Ship Around. Oh, Percy Boyd. You mean that one is like, a hobo named Percy Boyd hopped on a train that went to hell. Hopped on another, went to Nebraska. And if you ask her, she'd say that he loved her well. Is that the one you're thinking of? Oh, are the lyrics going to be on there? Percy knows 64 tricks. He's our bot on our Discord server. It's a pretty miraculous thing. Did he know it? Oh, he did know it. How does he know that? Percy squished infinity to 2 links of chain. Oh, man. Well, Percy squished infinity to 2 links of chain. Slept under cardboard in the cold rain. Well, the signs were 2 arrows and 2 over 10. If you don't know what that means, we may never see you again. A hobo named Percy Boy. Oh no, I don't remember that. Named Percy Boy hopped on a train that went to hell. Hopped on another, went to Nebraska, and if you ask her, she'd say that he loved her well. Percy drew a kitten with his foot in the dirt. And on the next boxcar there was talk of work. He slept peaceful above the rumbling line, picking peaches, that suits him just fine. A hobo named Percy Boy hopped on a train that went to hell. Hopped on another, went up to Alaska, and if you ask her, she'd say that he loved her well. Well, he carved his first nickel once he'd spent his last dime. Sold it for $1 when he's doing a little time. For sleeping in the wrong bed on the wrong night, in the wrong arms of the wrong man's wife. A hobo named Percy Boy hopped on a train the day they let him go. Now he's in California basking, and if you ask him, he'd say, I like to rock the rock and roll the roll. I like to rock and roll the roll. I like to rock and roll the roll. I like to rock and roll the roll.
almost so smooth. It's wild, it's wild, it's wild, it's wild, it's wild, it's wild, it's It's wild, it's wild, it's wild, it's wild. 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 It's wild, it's wild, it's wild. Some nights I'm talking crazy as a loon, taking the hair, talking the spoon. Some nights I'm the elbow of the English language, just skipping stones to the moon. And it's wild, it's wild, it's wild, it's wild as can be. It's wild, it's wild, the distance between. Rooms full of romance lit in a little light, and there's blankets on the window of the hotel room tonight. 10 pins on the main line, set 'em up, we'll knock 'em down. Tomorrow we'll all buy new shoes, go out and walk around. It's wild, it's wild, it's wild, it's wild as can be. The distance between. So many colors at the carnival. It's like a stained glass window that blinks that you can ride. You know, from the top of the Ferris wheel, you can see the countryside. And it's wild, it's wild. It's wild, it's wild. It's wild as can be. It's wild, it's wild. The distance between. Come, let's go together further on. There's a path that winds through the woods like a song, and little birds to carry all our cares away. Frogs leaping in the pond, telling you it's wild. It's wild, it's wild, it's wild. It's wild as can be. It's wild. The distance between. It's wild. It's wild, it's wild, it's wild. It's wild as can be. The distance between. Good to see everybody. Invite all your friends. Just getting warmed up. Christo's got it going on in the disco. So cool. I'll be back with the news, or something. Oh, it's so hard to stop.
American Night Out.
When we're sitting in my van, it's about turning around 5 o'clock, about an hour from Cobalt Blue, I imagine, and just listening to Nathan Moore. And it just makes fucking beautiful sense in my life. And I'm just proud that I can even fucking hear this jive, man. Yeah, jive, baby. It's just right. It hits the spot like a nice cup of cocoa or something.
Like I'm walking on air, like I'm falling downstairs in the basement.
Cheers. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about sticking together and being us, being we, as an entire world. God damn it. Strike down the hatred. Strike it down to the ground. It's one of my new rockers here. You wake up, let me see if I remember. It's called National Treasure. It's one that's going on my new record that should have been recorded over at the Turkey Buzzard's place in April with the Burning Pictures. So hopefully we'll get on that soon somehow. And because I gotta rock. I gotta make puppets and rock and ride mopeds and spread love to the world and raise children. Be kind. So many things to do on my list. And to hug all of you again one day. This one's called National Treasure. Doesn't take long for your feet to get itching, and you boxing up your books, you packing up some records, you fill your favorite mug, you kiss the farmer's dog, and you take off in your 71 Chevy. With the windows rolled down, hair dancing around, smoking Marby lights as you're driving through the night, singing John Prine like a beaten tackle choir, not knowing where you're going, you're just happy that you're going. And when you get there, you write a short letter, sealed with dirty hands and a roadkill feather, leaving us dreaming about you. Bona fide national treasure. By the river where your mind loves fishing, and you're whittling down a pencil in your drunken poet vision, whistling a tune that makes every hobo swoon, and 125 cc's get revving, and you're burning through them hills on them Kawasaki wheels, pocket full of stones that you're finding new homes, spitting Jim Harrison, not looking back at where you've been. You hit the bottle, hit the throttle, here you come crashing in. And when you get there, you write us all a letter, sealed with dirty hands and a roadkill feather, leaving us dreaming about you, a bona fide national treasure. And when you get there, you write us all a letter, sealed with dirty hands, wrapped in sweat-stained leather, just leaving us dreaming about you, a bona fide national treasure. You are a bona fide national treasure. Thank you. I can't wait to rock the shit out of that one. It's gonna be yeah. I need to rock. I'm sure we all need to rock hard. So I'm finishing up this puppet film for a project on Nathan Moore's page. It's a kind of a puppet video contest, and it's been crazy because in my mind, I thought I was Jim Henson, 40 years into it. So I think that's good though, because I came in on fire and I've learned a lot of things. So if you want to watch the videos, I think on Sunday on Nathan Scott Moore's page, Nathan's Land, the hippie fiasco, you can see all the people who put their puppet videos in, and hopefully mine is finished. I mean, it'll be something, it'll be something. So it's fun. It's a fun thing, dang it. God dang, I like them.
American Night Out. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. My goodness. What's up? There's a part of me. Here, wait. We'll just simmer everything down. It's so funny that you thought of that song, Percy Boyd. I didn't even know anybody had ever heard that song, and was pretty amazed that that Percy knew the lyrics. But I just did a little Googling while this was going on. I'm going to read some of these lyrics to you. Percy squished infinity to two links of chain. Not sure what I imagine that means. But I guess it's like, how you turn coal into a diamond or something. He squished infinity and it became 2 links of chain. Whatever that means. Now, a lot of this song was based, the reason I thought of this is because a lot of this song was based on hobo signs. I don't know if you can see how do we blow that up? I wonder if I can just drag it from here onto the scene. You have dragged a URL into OBS. We will automatically add the link as a source. Continue. Yes. All right, that was a bad idea. That didn't work. Remove, delete. Yes, go away. Okay. Slept under cardboard in the cold rain. The signs were 2 arrows and 2 over 10. Now this is when we really have to address these hobo signs. How do you open copy image address? There we go. Let's see if it's on here. The signs were 2 arrows and 2 over 10. Hobo signs was a whole thing. They would leave them like outside of towns and stuff to let people know food for work. You can sleep in the loft, like outside of homes that were hospitable to you. Places where you could have a telephone. Oh, there's 2 over 10. There it is. There's 2 over 10. You see it? It says, beware, thieves about. 2 over 10. And I'm not seeing the 2 arrows on this particular list. Wait, that looks like 2 arrows right there. Hit the road. Hit the road. There's 2 arrows right there. And thieves are about. So the line from the song, back to the song, is the signs were 2 arrows and 2 over 10. If you don't know what that means, we may never see you again. A hobo named Percy Boyd hopped on a train that went to hell, hopped on another, went to Nebraska. If you ask her, she would say he loved her well. Percy drew a kitten with his foot in the dirt. All right, back to the hobo signs. Percy drew a kitten with his foot in the dirt. Yeah, kind-hearted lady. Kind-hearted lady. Percy drew a kitten with his... Speaking of kittens, we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes till 2:16. The segment of our show that's going to put us all on the map, folks. So Percy drew a kitten with his foot in the dirt, and on the next boxcar there was talk of work. He slept peaceful above the rumbling line. Picking peaches suited him just fine. A hobo named Percy Boyd hopped on a train that went to hell, hopped on another, went up to Alaska, and if you ask her, she would say he loved her well. He carved his first nickel once he spent his last dime and sold it for $1 when he was doing a little time. Have you ever seen a hobo nickel? Hobo nickels. They would take a nickel because it was sort of soft metal, usually when they were in the clink, and carve them into something else entirely. Look at that one. Look at the hobo nickel. 1928 carved hobo nickel. I mean, they would... Oh, you're not seeing this. Goodness gracious. Hobo nickel. I guess you could take any coin and just sort of carve something new into it. Liberty. Yeah. So he carved his first nickel once he'd spent his last dime, sold it for $1 when he was doing a little time for sleeping in the wrong barn on the wrong night, in the wrong arms of the wrong man's wife. A hobo named Percy Boyd hopped on a train the day they let him go. Now he's in California basking. If you ask him, he'd say, I like to rock the rock and roll the roll. I like to rock the rock and roll the roll. There you go. A little behind the scenes look at the song A Hobo Named Percy Boyd. And again, the big news here update. New photos of Percy are now in the Here Boy command on our Discord server. Type in % Here Boy in Discord and say hey to Percy. You can throw him a bone. # good boy. You can play craps. You can fetch Nathan Moore lyrics. You can listen to Percy Radio 24 hours a day, streaming friends of ours from archive.org, all on our Discord server. Get in there, folks. It's a good time. It's fun. So I've been trying to get myself up to do the news as a regular feature of the show. I feel like, I'm going to need to get some writers or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel like we all miss Jon Stewart. Oh man, I'm just so lazy tonight. I don't really feel like getting into character. Well, we'll just talk about this stuff for real. The first story is about virtual reality. Virtual reality. I'm trying to remember where it was that they just had a big presentation of virtual reality. Tilda, can you tell the difference between what is real and what isn't? Intones Tilda Swinton as the room disintegrates into pixels. Swinton is the latest star to lend her talents to the world of virtual reality, which has been quietly building into a medium with incredible and disconcerting potential. She narrates Goliath, about a man's descent into schizophrenia, illustrated by startling visual effects. My text isn't moving. Oh, my remote control is not on. I'm going to get good at this, folks. The day before we get a publicist. Tilda narrates Goliath, about a man's descent into schizophrenia, illustrated by startling visual effects and interactive experiences that illustrate his slippery hold on reality. It premiered in the VR section of the Venice Film Festival, which is running until Saturday. It was far from the only intense experience on offer to those willing to don helmets and flail around in a booth. Whoops. Nope, too soon. Not yet. I hit the wrong button. Excuse me. I hit the wrong button. container was a particularly arresting experience. One minute, the container is filling with water as a woman tries desperately to keep from drowning. Then suddenly it becomes a massage parlor with a man trying to force a woman into sex. Then suddenly a tiny sweatshop in which a family of garment workers are toiling away. The viewer is so utterly immersed, effectively standing just centimeters away from the characters, that it feels viscerally uncomfortable. Viscerally and uncomfortably real. Virtual reality is immersive theater meeting technology. It has extreme potential. It goes beyond the wildest imagination of what people can experience spatially and artistically. May Abdallah, co-creator of Goliath, told the AFP. Not every project suits virtual reality. You need to find the right experience, Abdallah added. One of the most daring at Venice was In the Mist, which skirts a delicate line between art and porn, given that its 15-minute running time is almost entirely filled with naked men. Oh! It's time, folks. Oh, I hate to leave us hanging like that, but we have to make our way over to the cat cam. It's almost 2:16. Almost 2:16. Gosh, how do we wrap this up? I don't even know. All right, we don't need. I guess we don't really need the news bed. Once I get good at changing the pictures and everything, I think I can smooth this out. But I tell you what, like how they describe some of these experiences, this virtual reality situation is just growing by leaps and bounds every year, and it's more mind-blowing this year than it was last year. It's a whole thing. All right, we got the volume. It's almost 2:16, folks. Time for the cat cam. Who will it be, Pip or Salsa? Let's say Pip is acoustic and Salsa is electric. Let him pick what kind of music we play next. Oh, here it goes. Here, I hear their little feet. I hear the little feet. And it's Pip again for the victory. Almost a tie, though. And there they are, folks. Pip and Salsa. The reason you came. Worth the price of admission. Pip and Salsa. Give them a hand. A little tepid. It's a little tepid. I need some music. We need music for this. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. There needs to be a 2:16 theme song. Maybe I'll get the Slip to write it. All right, Brad, Andrew, here's what we need. Make it 2 minutes and 16 seconds long. Yeah, let's say hey to him. Those good kitties. Good kitties. Hey, Salsa. Hey, Pip. Works every time. It's just worth the price of admission. You made it just in time. You always know what time it is. You can set your clock by these cats. 2:16, folks. 2:16. In other news, meanwhile, back in the world, so we were talking about virtual reality and how it's just growing by leaps and bounds. I mean, you're in there and they're getting it to where it can either be tactile or you're just sort of like a ghost. You can't touch anything, or you inhabit an avatar and become the thing. And the technology is just growing by leaps and bounds. By the time we finally get in there ourselves, it'll be like the break I took from video games there for about 10 years. I loved video games as a kid. Got into touring and writing songs and all that stuff. There's probably a good 10, 15 years there where I didn't really play video games. And then when I returned to it, boy, had they come a long way. I'll tell you what. Holy moly. Well, in other news, in China, no video games will be released for the foreseeable future, after the government has suspended the approval of all new online games indefinitely. The Chinese authorities maintain a strong grip over the video game industry, with each new release having to go through a strict approval process to obtain a license. Now, new video games won't reach gamers for months or even years. According to the South China Morning Post, the ban was reportedly revealed during a meeting between Chinese gaming companies, Tencent, and the authorities. Neither company has commented on the suspension, which has not yet been given an end date. The suspension comes as part of a wider bid by the Chinese Communist Party to crack down on gaming addiction amongst children. Just last month, the Chinese government banned under 18s from playing online games for more than 3 hours per week. And I guarantee you, kids, they will know if you do it. If you go 3 hours and a minute over, they'll know. No more than 3 hours a week and restricted weekend play between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Oh, you can only play from 8 to 9. Holy moly, that's when they get in on the gaming, I guess. Online gaming companies are required to enforce the ban, which came after state media labeled video games spiritual opium and electronic drugs a few weeks prior. The suspension of new video game releases, however, is the first of its kind since a 2018 license approvals freeze. That saw dozens of games held in gaming prison for 9 months as the Chinese government placed the industry under direct control of its propaganda arm. How about that? China. 3 hours a week. I could play that in one sitting. That's one session of Psychonauts. China is such a mysterious country. Do you realize how much of our farmland they own? How many of our of our factories and stuff? It's intense. It's crazy how much debt we owe them. But then just coming in, the real Uncle Pip. You just missed your namesake grabbing her 2:16 snack. Yeah, it is. It's for minors. Under 18s, they call them. The old under 18s. But at the same time, putting a freeze on new games. So if you're older and you need a new game, China. Whew, what's their end game? I wish that they didn't own so much of America. It makes it super surreal. And I don't know. I think of them all the time. Oh, UFO sighting? China. Well, there's more news, but I don't know. I had ideas for the other news stories that I have that I don't feel like I have the energy to do. It'd be so fun if I was just Eventually, I'll be delivered a script. The script will just be automatically uploaded into the thing, and I'll just do it. It'll be so much fun. I put so much energy into trying to script things. I don't have the strength to pull off the script, but when the time comes. But Dad was lamenting earlier today the loss of Jon Stewart for his news consumption. And I was just thinking, with this teleprompter that I'm barking up that tree. That's right. I need a puppeteer. I know one guy that used to write for Howard Stern. Like Howard Stern, all these people have teams of writers. Colbert, all these folks, they have teams of writers working all day, every day for a little bit of monologue. Sam Chase would be a good person. He's so busy though. But he could write a monologue, I guarantee you. Nope. Any questions before we move on to the whatever's next? What's next? I really got nothing. It's so trash night. I really sang my butt off this week. I feel like played hard for you guys. What should it be? What should it be?
Yeah, hi. Sorry to interrupt, but has anybody seen my Phillips head screwdriver?
No, Mr. Fodder. No.
Anybody? Wait, it's right there.
No. Mr. Fodder. Good landlord. Nice landlord. This thing's been acting up. It's acting weird.
Hey, everybody. Nathan, what's up? Hey, gang. Great work. Great show.
Thank you.
Been watching in the other room.
Nice.
Really having a good time. I was talking to my friend the other day about Switzerland, and he made a good point. He's like, I'm not sure what the best thing about Switzerland is, but the flag is a big plus. Yeah? Nothing?
That's pretty good. All right. Shut up and sing. Gosh, you know what I really like is that new version of Come Over we found the other night. Ugh, it's so fun. say things, the things you do, that sound you make, the way you move. Reckon I'll be begging in a day or two for you to come over. We can watch a movie on the floor. We can order things, they will bring them to the door. Always something, sometimes nothing, never bored when you come over. Hey, on the way, could you pick me up a pack? Cover me, and I will get you back when you come over. I lived just across town, 2,000 miles. When you get here, we can just walk a while, or sit out on the rooftop and smoke and smile when you come over. Hey, on the way, could you pick me up a pack? Cover me, and I will get you back when you come over. When you come over. When you come over. Oh, I just want to do it again. I just want to do it again right away. Just getting it. Just getting it at the end. But I really I love that arrangement too, Kendi. It's a whole thing. Arrangement is everything. Arrangement can be everything. And that's it. Makes me want to go back in time and change the version on the record. The one on the record's a completely different key. It's a whole other key. But, yeah. I could play that arrangement all day. And the cool thing is so could somebody else. It's a pretty easy, nice little pattern on the guitar there. Doesn't that painting look amazing? When he sells it, he can say, as seen on Hippie Fiasco Rides Again TV, American Night Owl. All right. Let's look at these requests again. Kindy says, I just want you to know I had a really, really, really hard, emotional, and intense day, and I got to thinking about you laughing so hard last night. You snorted and then couldn't get your shit together, and it made me smile, and I needed it, and that's what it's all about. Thanks for sharing that with me. All right, going back to look at this request list here. A lot of chats. I love seeing you guys all this life. I wish I could interact with it more. NTD, I see you. Gosh, I had to go way back to find that. All right, Ben. Last night you asked for honeybee, and I couldn't remember. I wasn't confident that I could remember it. Sit by me sad, sit by me sorry, whatever you have, you don't have to worry, just try to relax, this too shall pass, no hurry. I know it's a drag, seems like there's always a season like we never had.
Hey, everybody. Nathan, what's up?
You
Hey, gang.
scared me.
Great work. Great show.
Oh, my God.
Been
It scared me so bad. Oh, my goodness. Welcome to Trash Night. Oh, man, I don't know who I thought that was, but I thought they were in the room. I got to start over. That's ridiculous. Right? Did you all jump out of your seats just now? Just starting to waft off into dreamy songland. Holy moly. Rise and shine. All right, from the top. I don't care. It's Trash Night. Sit by me sad, sit by me sorry, whatever you have, you don't have to worry, now just try to relax, this too shall pass, no hurry. I know it's a drag, seems like there's always a season like we never had. But we both know the reason that it ain't so bad. In fact, sometimes it's downright easy. As long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. And all the lousy weather, could just get it out, just let it out. Mm-hmm. You and me, hour to hour couple honeybees, flower to flower, come on honey, Let's use our superpowers. As long as we stay together, we'll always have forever. And all the lousy weather can just get it out. Just let it out. Shaky. But it had been a while. It had been a while. Thanks for bringing that one back to the front of my tongue. From my back pocket to the tip of my tongue. Gracias, amigo. Chicken and rice on the stove. So nice to behold. Bitter of feet, I'm not alone. It's not just me, I'm home. And I ain't ever going out there again. Not onto the road, not into the wind. Gonna stay right here with my family and friends. Need more wood, hey, we need more wood for the fire. Sure feels good to be home. Coast to coast, day to night, it's all good, but there's no place like home. And I ain't ever going out there again. Not onto the road, not into the wind. Gonna stay right here with my family and friends. On my big warm bed, I'm letting it go to my head, yeah, I'm home. I'm home. 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 And I ain't ever going out there again. Not onto the road, not into the wind. Gonna stay right here with my family and friends. I can still hear the cat cam in my headphones. All right, what else is on that list? Let's see here. Turn this ship around. I pulled into the harbor. So fast I ran aground. Now thanks to the rising flood waters, I can turn this ship around. 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 Once you've gone away for a long time, time speeds up when you're slowing down. It's not true what they say, but they ain't lying. I can turn this ship around. I can turn this ship around. I can turn the ship around. I can turn the ship around. It's a hard pill to swallow, with nothing to wash it down. Nothing, no one to follow. I can turn this ship around. 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 Turn the ship around. I can turn this ship around. I can turn the ship around. I can turn the ship around. I can turn the ship around. We'll be right back. American Night Owl. Ethan Hawkins and friends at the Newtown Bacon right here in Stanton, Virginia.
Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, that's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Whenever I wander, wherever I go, I could never be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. If you look around at the rocks and the plants and take a glance at the fancy ants, maybe try a few. All the bare necessities of life will come to you. For the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Yeah, man, I just the bare necessities of life. Now wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I can never be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. You look around at the rocks and the plants and take a glance at the fancy ants, and maybe try the few. All the bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. They'll come to you. They'll come to you. They'll come to you.
So good, so good. American Night Out. Ethan Hawkins. Welcome back to the show. So NTD, I see earlier you asked, what was that track called? I think you were talking about Honeybee, which is actually on a record that we made live on this show before you started watching. I recorded some basic tracks, put them all on the internet on the website, nathansland.com, and people downloaded the tracks and played from lockdown wherever they were. It was, the working title was Picking the Lockdown the whole time we were making it. And and so, yeah, at one point I was just live and I was like, all right, we're going to make a record and it's going to be done and submitted to all the platforms around the world by Valentine's Day. We had like a month to do it. And I really meant it. I was like, so we were on at all different hours of the day, recording live, tracking in here. Like Lex came over and played some bass, and people kept sending in parts. This Arno, this beautiful man in Sweden, I think is where, Netherlands somewhere, starts sending in like horn arrangements that he's doing from lockdown. Just all this magic happened, and we made it, and then it got mastered in Sweden. Arno took it and got it mastered, and it's on Spotify and all that kind of stuff. Holler & Hope is the name of the record, and it was made live on the air, me and everybody watching. We mixed it live. Everybody was in here. We were all mixing together. You could see the board on the screen and be like, I don't know, maybe take out the mandolin right there during the chorus, and I would try anything. I was the puppeteer. I was the puppet, and everybody watching was the puppeteer, and we mixed the record and then had it mastered, packaged, and that's how we did it. Oh, whoops, what happened? I hit the wrong button. What did I do?
Why don't we try this? I'm going to play on this track. You just, turn my screen off or my mic off, whatever you do, and I'll be back in like however long that song is. Be back in 4 minutes.
Yeah, just ignore us. We're not even here.
Okay. It's not going to sound like. Actually, it could be amazing. Let's see.
When you fall down in a hole, you don't care who drops the rope. All you can do is holler and hope someone will. I look how bare the walls are. It wasn't that long ago. Your new chats are going to get confused with the old ones. Maybe that should be on the record. We could use the porch board. We could just take that kick. Sounds like such a heartbeat right now. So this song wasn't even on the record, and it became the title track. God, should we call it Holler & Hope? Holler & Hope. Magpie's great album title. Yeah. She was the one. Holler & Hope would be a great title. Cruising along. I should put a countdown or something. I guess we got 10 days. If the 13th's the deadline and it's the 3rd, I guess we got 10 days. Artwork, all the mixes, you have to have it mastered. and we have to join a distributor, like a DistroKid or CD Baby or something. I gotta do some research there. If anybody has a hot tip, put all these things in the Picking the Lockdown room text channel on Discord. It's a good place for notes. Oh, and a new feature that Percy can do while we're recording is if you do % notes. You can leave notes about stuff you hear as I'm working so we don't forget them. If you think of something like, oh, I think this should happen or this should happen anytime you're listening, you can just go into the notes or go into the anywhere you are, actually, whether you're on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching from, this command works. So you just do % notes, and then after that, write a note. I think you need more bass in that section in that one song. And then we can bring them up. So if you followed notes with a note, it would just go into these notes. More kazoo by tech support. We actually did some kazooing last night. Inspired a whole part. I came up with a part on kazoo, but this moment right here, I forgot that happened, sort of. Ben was in here, so I just started playing kazoo, and then I came up with a melody playing kazoo, so then I faked it with horns. It's now a fun moment in the song. So, good note. Very good note. Over and beyond the Call of Duty, I love you for it. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, I can't help it, but yeah.
And the only reason I'm bringing that up now, as opposed to just keeping you working on this, is I'm wondering if you'll tell us the other notes you took.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to just say them real quick?
Yeah, I won't. I can just watch the show back. I don't need to write them down.
Okay, cool.
All right, we don't have to watch all of it. I could have watched all that. That's right, Kendi.
American Idol.
Back when it was called Sweet Song, before it was even called Hollerin' Hope. Then it was called Hollerin' Hope. Then the record was called Hollerin' Hope. When we started making the record, that was not the case. So I did remember one more story I wanted to share with you guys, because this is pretty crazy stuff. So after the lightning that happened, wait, how do I do this? So many buttons. Look at that. Look at that. Once I get it, it's gonna be good. So Mexicans are sharing spectacular videos of bursts of blue light seen streaking across the skies as a strong earthquake rocked the country's Pacific coast city of Acapulco on Wednesday. The 7.0 magnitude quake struck some 11 miles northeast of the resort city in the southwestern state of Guerrero. At least one person was killed, buildings were damaged, and rock slides littered a major highway, but the Temblor didn't cause widespread damage. It did rattle nerves, though. Felt some 200 miles away.
Ya está calmando, ya está calmando. Tranquilos todos, tranquilos.
And lasting nearly a minute. Here, I'll show you. You're going to want to see this. Residents fled into the streets as buildings swayed, sidewalks undulated, and the blue lights burst brilliantly in the sky. Twitter users posted videos of the blue flashes. It's a phenomena that occurs somewhat regularly. Rutgers University physicist Troy Shinbot says not to worry, the blue lights are not a sign of the world coming to an end. Yeah, it's a natural lightning phenomenon. It just happened to coincide with the 7.0 magnitude earthquake that happened. Look, can you imagine being inside that house right there? Can you imagine
En el acceso principal de este hotel, en la avenida costera Miguel Alemán, en las inmediaciones.
Look, that's down in the bottom of like a concrete garage. And it's pretty well built, I guess, but look at that. Can you imagine? I would be, and then right as it settles, these blue lights. Can you imagine? All these blue lights, blue lightning starts happening in the skies.
Wow.
It's crazy. There's disagreement about what actually causes the flashes. The U.S. Geological Survey makes that clear on its website, stating geophysics differ on the extent to which they think... Wait, hold on.
Está cerrado, pero el otro lado. No pasa nada. Vámonos. Buscando a unos amigos. Esto es lo que pasó ahorita. Exactamente ahorita aquí.
We're going to go now live to the Hippie Fiasco resident scientist, Mr. Know-It-All, to help explain this strange phenomenon. We're going to go cut now live to his lab. Hello, Mr. Know-It-All, you there? Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Yes, I am. All right. Yep. So, hold on. Oh, wait. How do I do it? Sorry. Yes. Go on. Yeah, we were just watching this footage of the earthquakes. Hold on. Oh yes. You're talking about the earthquake followed by the crazy lightning in Acapulco recently. Yes, exactly. Yes. It's the eruption of light or luminosity is caused by the friction of rock near the Earth's crust, which releases energy into the atmosphere. The flash of light is produced near the planet's surface. I, many times right here in this very laboratory, have measured voltage changes similar to what happens when the Earth's crust slips in an earthquake. For scientifically curious, check this out. Take a roll of adhesive tape into a dark closet and quickly peel a strip back. All right. I'll wait again. For those of you out there that are scientifically curious, get yourself some adhesive tape and go into a closet and peel a strip back. We'll wait till you get back. I trust they're doing it. I'm sure they are. They're very curious people watch the show. Yeah, you can put it on like a sweater or something. How long do you think it'll take them to do it? Oh, they're probably. I mean, they had to find a roll of tape, and then they had to go into a closet. Not everybody has closets. Everybody has closets. Well, they're probably back by now, maybe. All right. Okay, everybody, did you do it? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, then you saw that glow of light that was emitted, right? Yeah. Now, you guys, I don't want you to relate earthquake lights, or EQL as we call them, and the adhesive tape experiment too closely, since there is still a lot scientists don't know. And it's always important to remember that we only know things within a certain amount of probability. There's disagreement in the community about what actually causes the flashes. I mean, the U.S. Geological Survey makes that clear on its website, stating, geophysicists, wait. I just read the part of the script where it says, actor turns to the right, picks up cup, and then I read all that out loud like it was your lines. Geophysicists differ on the extent to which they think that individual reports of unusual lightning near the time or epicenter of an earthquake actually represent EQL. Now, you know how I feel about EQL. Nathan, you know how I feel about EQL. You've said it many, many times, Mr. Know-It-All. Absolutely. Me and the EQL go way back. I don't even know where I'd be without EQL. I'm sure you know what I mean. National Autonomous University of Mexico seismologist Victor Manuel Cruz Atienza does believe in the phenomenon, but says last night's sky was full of a lot of electrical activity from a rainstorm. See, it could have come from anywhere. These crazy blue lights. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, one thing I know for sure, Mr. Know-It-All, right here, coming live from the lab, is you got to remember to breathe, folks. Remember to breathe. All right, in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, take one with me. Ready? In through the nose. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. All right. Out through the mouth. You need another one, Nathan. For real now. Come on. Just do it. Do it. This is serious. Ready? In through the nose. All right, I'm going to do it. In through the nose. Out through the Oh, man. You good, Nathan? Let's do one for real. Ready? Really. This is really. Take a breath. In through the nose. Good one. Good one. Yes, you're doing it. This is huge. Huge, dude. Ready? Out through the mouth. There. That's the brand news. American Night Owl. Damn.
Ya está calmando, ya está calmando.
Riffing.
Tranquilos todos, tranquilos todos, tranquilos.
Back in the well. That was fun. Let's take one last look at those crazy lights.
Wow. What the fuck?
This gets me every time. No, no, no. Stand in the doorways. Stand in the
En el acceso
doorways.
principal de este hotel, en la avenida costera Miguel Alemán, en las inmediaciones.
La intensidad débil, güey.
All right, well, I'll skip ahead here. I cut it a little short the first time. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I showed that crazy lightning on our show not that long ago.
Wow.
Man, riffing, brand news. That's not bad. Brand news. Oh my God, his nose sticking out just kills me. It's just too much. In through the nose. Every time. Just seeing him do it on different backdrops. That's right, we're supposed to be having a board meeting. We got to decide the direction of the show. Okay, board of directors. Say you are going to formulate this show. All right, it's an hour, right? You have an hour, and it has to be a formula. It has to be like opening credits, the news, song, opening credits, Space Jam, break, news. You know, the way it goes. We have the opening credits. We have like 2 breaks, and we have the farewell poem at the end. What kind of formula do you imagine? And I don't know, any thoughts you have about that? The idea, I feel like I got to tighten it up. It should be an hour long, but I always go late. But maybe that's the shtick. But I should really make some of them an hour long. Catherine and I, a lot of times when we're like picking the movies, are just like too long. People discovering the show for the first time might go to YouTube and get a little intimidated. Like, oh my gosh, these are super long. Unless that's the way to listen to them. Maybe they're like for when you're doing your dishes, or when you're driving far, or when you're working in the yard. Well, you're on the board of directors. I'd like to know your thoughts. We're about to go prime time. Not changing the hour, but we're going to start marketing this thing. We're going to start telling people to watch it. So the ship's almost built. I need way more practice with the teleprompter. Just another 1,000 times, and we got this. Just another 1,000 times. Oops. Christo's definitely figured it out. All right, so there's stuff coming in. Beans' dad is a geologist. He properly prepared my brownie troop for earthquakes. I still ran out of the doorway for his keys and wallet because I thought he needed them. I spent so long stumbling typing this, and now it is out of context. But you were in an earthquake? Like he taught you, he prepared you, or was it just during a practice drill that you ran for the keys? In TD says, the time is perfect in my opinion. It isn't rushed at all, and I really appreciate that. That is what scares me about the hour. Is in the hour I never would have nearly killed myself by what's his face breathing over there. There's got to be, I got to be able to breathe and survive a low spot like you can't do when you're really trying to showbiz. But I love showbiz. You know, I'm a big fan of showbiz, so I'm not afraid of taking any of it seriously. And I do have ambitions. I want this show to be huge, so completely willing to think out loud about any of this stuff. I know some people will tune in and just be like, the pace of it drives them nuts. But it's definitely never going to be for everybody. I just want it to be the best that it can be. Ben says 1 hour is too short. Need room for Taos Hum and Magpie ads. Amen. I really am dying to make some fresh ads for those guys. Need some freshies as fall, as the seasons are changing. We need some pumpkin spiced ones. Dorothy says part of the appeal is the looseness. Everybody does 55-minute podcasts, but do they do them every night like clockwork, like Old Faithful, like Johnny Carson, like David Letterman? David Letterman was a household name. His show started at 12:30, folks. 12:30. That was his time slot, 12:30. And he was a household name. That blows my mind these days because it doesn't seem like that seems really late in this world. It's fascinating, though. People used to stay up way later in history, back in time. 2 a.m. wasn't a strange sight for most people back a long time ago. Which is curious because you would think that they would have to work harder if they were like living off the land and stuff like that. And if they were like, you know, had animal, but that's just farmers, I guess. They always probably woke up with the roosters. NTD says, to be fair, I have sat through 12-hour streams before, so this is short and sweet to me. I hear that. Ben says, go with the flow. Good advice. And TD, you're the only person that I am happy to sit through ads for. Well, we make all the ads ourselves. Oh, except for when I do actually enable that stuff on YouTube just because I can. I can't wait to get my 2 pennies to rub together. I'll only get 2 pennies, but they're magic pennies, and I'll rub them together and can make wishes come true. Little tiny genie pops out. Dorothy says, if all 8 of us get 8 friends, and those 8 friends get 8 friends, and so on and so forth, it's on us, not you. Hey, do it. We'll all do what we can do. How about that? No, but for real though, I have a lot to figure out in terms of advertising. But when I think the show is ready, I'm gonna, you know, hire a publicist or something. I'm gonna get legit with it. Reach out to people I know and invest a little something into it. Try to push it to the next level. We're still building this spaceship. I can hardly figure out how my teleprompter works. But we're almost there. We're getting there. Baby steps. Baby steps are beautiful things. Bean says, I'm a folky Ira Glass with brilliant songs. Ira Glass. I remember when Ira Glass was part of wine cocktail conversation. Like foreign films. The same people that like drank wine and watched foreign films and knew who Ira Glass was, because he probably did the soundtrack for all those foreign films. I think that's a cool thing. BMLP says businessmen used to have the 3 martini lunch. Beasts. Johnny Carson was not living off the land. No, that's for sure. And neither was like, I mean, the first thing I thought about was like even back in medieval times and stuff like that. Like a lot of the aristocrats who you hear a lot about in history, you know, the elite, the rich people are a huge part of history because the elite were the ones with free time. And so with that free time, they could apply themselves to other fascinations like scientific exploration, literary exploration, you know, almost I'd say 70% of the poets that I know of that have inspired me throughout my life were like rich, the oddball of a rich family, the one that didn't follow in father's footsteps. It was some oddball in a rich family. But so much science and all kinds of that stuff was. So I think when I was thinking about that, I think a lot of them stayed up very late. But I think it's true across the board too. I definitely hear a lot of stories in the past that are all late at night. Ooh, at night's another one I'd have to learn, Ben. I just like wrote those songs and recorded them and never played them again. NTD says, in regard to wanting to grow your streams on Twitch alone, you are looking to get affiliate or you are avoiding it due to the cross-streaming TOS rules. Is that... I haven't really looked hard into Twitch. I know not many people watch on Twitch, and I never really watched Twitch. So I'm not as savvy with that. I'm just sort of streaming there because I can. But I have read about the affiliate thing. But maybe that'll be someone else will figure that one out. Twitch is a pain in the arse like that. Dorothy says, the fish stream after party. Is this the after party? Are they done? Mark says, I'm flying with the ship, my friend. Let it flow, let it grow. I like it. Oh, wait. Bean says, I'm thinking of Philip. Oh, Ira Glass is, you're right. I am. Ira Glass is the NPR guy. Right, This American Life. Right. They're related, aren't they? Come on. You know they are. They're completely related. They're both pelicans. Stuart says the Mekong Delta variant has the very ants of snake draw. Well, I think that's about all there is to say, huh? All right, how about this? How about we go out with a bang? Maybe I'll start a beat and sing a verse of every song left on the request list to that beat. Just one beat. All that's left over. We'll just wipe it. It'll be like who was the sorcerer? Mickey Mouse, the sorcerer. What am I thinking of? When he kills 3 with one blow. What story is that? Loving this, Christo. All right. That's gonna be it. Oh goodness, I'm nervous now. Let's see what requests are even in here. Dear Puppeteer, When a Woman haven't done, Back in 15 haven't done. Oh, it's a lot. It's early in the morning, haven't done. You got those Fish Heads and Tails. Oh my God, where'd you come up with that song? Safe at Night. Not Mickey and the Beanstalk, where he's a sorcerer, the Sorcerer's Apprentice. But that was even like a retelling. I think even in the original, there was like, they killed 3 with one blow. think in the cartoon it was like 3 flies with 1 fly swatter, but I'm not sure what it was in the original. All right, ending on safe. That's the goal. All right. Yeah, I'll just do them in order.
Ready, Woody?
I was carved from a block of wood 1,000 years old by a boy who gave me my eyes and arms and legs. He's getting pretty good at getting me to do as I'm told. But you can't hear me, I beg. My 6 strings, 1 head, 1 mouth, 2 hands, 2 feet. My 6 strings don't wanna, but I'm walking down this motto street and write a letter. Dear puppeteer, I don't wanna play here. I don't wanna stay here. Dear puppeteer, look close, you can almost see me breathing. Look up, there's a young man with a cross. Try to get the light just right so you don't see them. They're always there. Oh, I'm aware who's boss. My 6 strings, 1 head, 1 mouth, 2 hands, 2 feet. My 6 strings, without them I fall down in a heap. Gonna write a letter. Dear puppeteer, I don't wanna play here. I don't wanna stay here. Dear puppeteer. concerned, yes, I am complaining. I've been thinking, and it's been hurting my brain. I am always young, but he is aging. It's different now, but some things never change. Like my 6 strings, 1 head, 1 mouth, 2 hands, 2 feet. My 6 strings, I can't be still and still be me. Gonna write a letter. Dear puppeteer, I don't wanna play here. I don't wanna stay here. Dear puppeteer, I don't wanna play here. I don't wanna stay here. Dear puppeteer. Just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining. They're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything might be okay. And I wake up early in the morning. I wake up early in the morning. You might want to head for the hills. I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and a snarl and a grimace and pout. Yeah, I wake up early in the morning. disagree. I got a feeling something's coming to shed its grace on me. And pretty soon I'll be laughing. Call it faith, call it a hunch. All I know is magic happens, usually sometime around lunch. But I wake up early in the morning.
What's next? Cuts your hair, she has a little ribbon there, and the little ribbon that she ties, it's invisible to other eyes. You can always feel it there. When a woman cuts your hair. And when a woman calls your name. Never again quite sounds the same. And all through your running years, it rings that way in your ears. And you wanna hear it again and again. When a woman calls your name. When a woman touches you, then there's nothing you can do. That part of you has been told. Been touched and turned to gold. Even if you didn't want it to,
when a woman touches you, when a woman touches you, when a woman, when a woman, when a woman, when a woman. I knew I wouldn't hit it. Hides her eyes, and something deep inside you dies. Gets there like a knife. Apologize, apologize. No starvation so denies. It's when a woman, when a woman, when a woman, when a woman. I remember all my father's stories about fishing. I still think about how he never brought one back home. I'm just glad I can sit down here and tell you this one of my own. I was running through some words when I came upon a pond where the ladies fish lies and the boys came from. It was a sign. I went closer to have a look. Said, throw unto me a penny and make a wish. But that was not the deal I undertook. First I swam, then fished. I was daydreaming silently in the middle of the night of the one that got away 'cause I pulled too tight. Too tight. Too tight. I haven't sung this in years. Pull too tight, tight, pull too tight. I was daydreaming silently in the middle of the night of the one that got away 'cause I pulled too tight. thought, had to come a carrying a net, had to come a carrying a net. Would the treasure be all mine? Have I given up? No, not yet. I've got lots of time. I got lots of time. So I gathered up my lures, a little wine, a little song. I went running through some words till I found that pond. I used a little bit of nighttime for the bait. Wasn't wrong till I was reeling in the loot. Now I've caught more than I could ever contemplate. I've caught morning, a sock to boot. Running through some words when I came upon a pond where the ladies fish lies and the boys come from. There was a sign, I went closer to have a look. It said, throw into me a penny and make a wish. But that is not the deal I undertook. No, first I swam then fished. I swam then fished. I was daydreaming silently in the middle of the night of the one that got away 'cause I pulled too tight. And I thought, had I come a carrying a net, would the treasure be all mine? Have I given up? No, not yet. I've got lots of time. I've got lots of time. My father's stories about fishing. Still think about how he never brought one back home. I'm just proud to sit down here and tell you this one of my own. He's hoping they can reach us, you know, life's finest teachers, the ones that show us how to do what must be done. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly. The nuts and bolts are flying to the sun. But who can show us where to look? How will we know what must be done? I know it's written in a million books, but we can't read every one. Say God has a plan for every woman, child, and man. Of all the things to think that might be true, I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly. I can't play piano, can you? But who can show us what it meant when first a string tied to a bow? How do we find our instrument? Who knows? 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 I know it's a sort of prayer to get up and go out there, to know your feet can find a sacred path. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly. Once you're on it, you ain't ever looking back. I have no idea how it works from where we get our gifts, but each of us, I am sure, something nobody else is. You got this. 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 You got this, 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 you got this. You're in charge of the silver lining. Yeah, those clouds are up to you. There's a sweet song somewhere when you're pining, just waiting until you're through. And if you're determined, you can believe. And if you can believe it, you'll have faith. And if you have faith, you can love. And if you can love, you'll be safe. Everything happened for a reason. There's no tragedy that's not the way to go. That's why there's time, that's why there's seasons. That's just how we roll on down the road. Oh, if you're determined, you can believe. And if you can believe, you'll have faith. And if you have faith, you can love. And if you can love, you'll be safe. Don't be too hard on you. You're the one who's gonna get you out of this. You must be all you need, count on it. Someday you will reminisce. And if you're determined, you can believe. And if you can believe it, you'll have faith. And if you have faith, then you can love. And if you can love, you'll be safe. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Christo, for the painting in the disco and for rhyming and all that jazz. Oh, y'all, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night, 11:30. Get right. 11:30 East Coast. honest. Always trust your cape.
trash night. My goodness. It was so loud. That's what we needed. Another scare to end the night. Another jump. Oh man. Same bat time, same bat channel. I still hear her down there. Listen. Oh my god, she's headless in the trash. For real. I will glue her head back on. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. This is just too scary. Alright, Edgar Allan Poe. It's gonna have to be Poe. Here's your leaving poem. Your good night poem.
For Annie by Edgar Allan Poe. Thank heaven, the crisis, the danger is past, and the lingering illness is over at last, and the fever called living is conquered at last. Sadly, I know I am shorn of my strength, and no muscle I move as I lie at full length, but no matter, I feel I am better at length. And I rest so composedly now in my bed that any beholder might fancy me dead, might start at beholding me, thinking me dead. The moaning and groaning, the sighing and sobbing are quieted now, with that horrible throbbing at heart. Ah, that horrible, horrible throbbing. The sickness, the nausea, the pitiless pain have ceased with the fever that maddened my brain, with the fever called living that burned in my brain. And oh, of all tortures, that torture the worst has abated, the terrible torture of thirst. For the naphthaline river of passion accursed, I have drunk of a water that quenches all thirst, of a water that flows with a lullaby sound from a spring but a very few feet underground, from a cavern not very far down underground. And let it never be foolishly said that my room it is gloomy and narrow my bed, for man never slept in a different bed, and to sleep you must slumber in just such a bed. My tantalized spirit here blandly reposes, forgetting or never regretting its roses, its old agitations of myrtles and roses. For now, while so quietly lying, it fancies a holier odor about it, of pansies, a rosemary odor, commingled with pansies, with rue and the beautiful Puritan pansies. And so it lies happily, bathing in many a dream of the truth and the beauty of Annie, drowned in a bath of the tresses of Annie. She tenderly kissed me, she fondly caressed, and then I fell gently to sleep on her breast, deeply to sleep from the heaven of her breast. When the light was extinguished, she covered me warm, and she prayed to the angels to keep me from harm, to the Queen of the angels to shield me from harm. And I lie so composedly now in my bed, knowing her love, that you fancy me dead, and I rest so contentedly now in my bed, with her love at my breast, that you fancy me dead, that you shudder to look at me, thinking me dead. But my heart, it is brighter than all of the many stars in the sky, for it sparkles with Annie. It glows with the light of the love of my Annie, with the thought of the light of the eyes of my Annie.